We've had some requests from some family and some friends just about our workout routine, what we do, what we eat. So I guess we're just here to share that with you guys, and I hope we could be a little bit entertaining, a little bit fun at the same time.
What?
Say
That's
something.
it.
That's it.
That's it.
So today we have some heavy back squats. It's been building on a progression for the past several weeks. We're gonna hopefully build up to a 1 rep max on a back squat today. We get to at least 85% today, and then after that it's just based on feel. After that we have a little bit of a WOD, 75 double unders, 50 air squats, and a 20 calorie row, 3 rounds for time.
Toes.
Breath. There you go.
That's how. Are you okay?
A little bit off 405 in a long time. Yeah. Deep breaths. Breathe, breathe. Nice job, easy, good job, man.
That was so awesome, but I got it!
No, it wasn't good. Your butt came a little bit up.
Yes!
Your butt, you want to start doing that?
No, I'm happy with that. I don't want to do it again.
Good job. Your butt came up a little bit.
Yes!
Not bad.
Go on, get down!
Good job.
So happy!
Good job. Don't cry to the camera, though.
No!
Good job.
1, go.
So we have a nice little Tabata piece to round out our day. It'll be 8 rounds of 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. GHD sit-ups. After you finish those 8 rounds, you take a minute of rest, and then she'll start doing hip extensions, which will show you what that is in a minute. Come on, last set. Come on. I guess since the very beginning, do you remember what your back squat was?
145.
145 was your PR? And
Yeah.
what did you get today?
I almost said 205, 200. What is that? A 60 pound? 55 pounds?
I don't know. I was homeschooled, so I couldn't say. Since you've been working out consistently, how long do you think it's taken you to go from a 145 back squat to a 200?
A year and 4 months. Holy shit.
A year and 4 months, and it's taken you to get that far?
Yeah.
And how much weight have you lost since then? Wow.
66 pounds!
There you go.
God.
So just a
Where's
little bit.
Applebee's?
So it takes just a little bit of time and effort. You gotta hang it right. So what are your thoughts on for people that are wanting to go to the gym or wanting to work out, but they're too afraid to show up or to pay for a membership because they quote unquote don't know what they're doing or they're scared of what people are gonna think? What do you think about that?
I'm also driving.
Well,
No, but so like I was really self-conscious of how I looked and I was really intimidated to start off at a gym at first. And so what I did for me, I started working out at home, just doing like body weight stuff, you know. And then whenever I started going to the gym, I started going with Nico. You just gotta get a good workout partner, man.
So I think for some people like me, I was just kind of like a little bit upset with, or not upset, but I was just like, man, you know, I worked in the oil field for a lot of years and I wasn't really gaining too much weight because I was always working outside, and then started doing some inside sales, and after about a year and a half, probably, me and my dad were competing for the heavyweight championship of the world, and I realized I needed to try to get back in a little bit of shape. I'd always worked out ever since I was probably about, I started probably when I was about 13, all through high school, that kind of thing, and a little bit as an adult, but I never really pushed myself. And so I just signed up at a local gym, and I was always just doing the typical bodybuilding stuff, you know.
Yeah, bro gym.
The bro gym. Not banging on it. If it works for you, it works for you. I was always showing up, and I was doing the 3 sets of 10 at 135 for years.
Wait, 3 sets of 10 for what?
Just anything. Like, it was always 3 sets of 10, and like after like 2 weeks I was like, okay, I gotta change it up. It'd be like 4 sets of 8, you know. Hey, what's up, man? How's it going? You guys want to be part of our video? Not really? Yeah. How's it going? So
just 3 sets of 10 of anything?
yeah, so I would just show up and just that was always the thing, and I would always do the exact same routine. Every Monday was chest day, 3 sets of 10, and then, you know, incorporate maybe a little bit of triceps in there, 3 sets of 10, you know. And I wasn't getting any results from it, and for years and years and years I had a bunch of friends that were like, hey man, just come and do CrossFit, What it looked like to me is we would go by, you know, what we call the box now, and it just seemed like those guys just ran all the time.
Yeah, I just
was
see
like,
doing laps around the gym.
I was horrible at running, dude. I was like, yeah, it's so fun. Let's just show up and run every day. And I was like, no. Finally, one day what were we doing? Oh, we were watching, it came out on Netflix.
Oh,
it
yeah,
was,
that documentary.
what's it called again? The World's Fittest?
The Fittest on Earth. Or
Oh, the
something.
Fittest on Earth. And I watched that and I was just like, dang, those guys are freaking jacked. I was like, I'm doing CrossFit. And so I showed up at a local place here. I went every day my first week. I think I was going every day. I think I was in my 2nd week, and one of my really good buddies, he tells me, he's like, dude, have you come every day since you started? I'm like, yep. And he's like, why? I was like, because, dude, I said, I spend a lot of money, dude, to not show up every single day. I just want to get all the bang I can for my buck. I was not going to show up
like 2 times a week.
Twice a week, and basically working out for 2 hours every week, and then paying a monthly subscription. It wasn't worth it to me.
I didn't want to do it because it was freaking expensive. It was like $130. No thanks. No thanks. But now it's just like,
Now do you put a price on it?
no. Like my health and everything else, you can't put a price on that. Like I want to be able to keep up with my kids whenever I'm older, you know. I want to have a long, healthy life. First, I was doing it to look good, and now I'm doing it because I want to be healthy.
When, like I said, whenever I watch the Fittest on Earth, you know, I was just like, I just want to look like one of those
Yeah.
games athletes. They're just freaking jacked and they're freaking strong. I was like, so I was probably like 7-8 months in, like I didn't care about that as much, the aesthetics parts and the looks parts.
Yeah, now I'm more focused on being faster and stronger. Whereas of course I still care about how I look, what girl doesn't, but for me it's more so of becoming a better athlete now. Like, now I'm in the 200 club for squats, you know? So
When I very first started, I was terrified to squat or deadlift because everybody's like, hey dude, deadlifts are bad for
You're
your
gonna hurt
back.
yourself.
You're gonna hurt yourself. I know this guy, my buddy.
blah blah blah.
Or when I was in high school, I did this and I hurt myself. And so I was one of those guys. I did not have a good coach in strength and conditioning class that would help me with my squats or my deadlifts. They just said, hey, you look good, bro. And it was absolutely horrible.
Trash.
I was overloading big time. And I tweaked my back a couple times and I'm like, I ain't doing that no more. So before I started working out CrossFit, I would just show up and just use the Smith machine because I was like, well, this thing ain't gonna make me cave forward, but I wasn't using all the muscles that are needed for a natural squat.
Yeah.
And then once I started doing CrossFit, they taught me, hey, we don't gotta go heavy. Let's just go really light, you know, and
Get the
let's
mechanics
move
down.
with efficiency. The first time I had ever tried a heavy squat, you know, when, you know, I was a little bit confident, like, hey, I can do this. I was probably barely squatting like 225, maybe, but I was scared. Like 225 terrified me. You know, I was just like, dude, that is some major freaking weight.
And now you're over there throwing around 415.
Gave me a new. Okay, we can get out in a second.